Hold up. Wait a minute. Get your pens and paper. I'm going to tell you exactly how to sabotage your 2026. All right, ready? Girl, you're beautiful. So it is January 2026. It's actually like the 13th day of 2026. And I hope it's not too late because I want to share with you the exact steps on how you're going to sabotage 2026. So if you haven't already started on your resolution, actions, your habits that you said you were going to start, hold up, wait a minute, get your pens and paper. I'm going to tell you exactly how to sabotage your 2026. All right, ready? Got your pens, got your pens? All right. So if you are looking to sabotage your year, your future, the most important thing you can do is to give up the one currency that you own, and that is your attention. When you are distracted, when you have other people's business at the forefront of your mind, you know what's going on in their life. This could be online relationships that you may have, like social media friends, followers, celebrities. It could also be in person, family members, co-workers, anyone that isn't in your immediate household, for example, a spouse or children that directly contribute to your day-to-day life. If you know everything about them and you continue to give them your currency, you are giving up one of your most valuable assets, which is your time and your attention. There are some buttons on your screen. Please be sure to tap the like, subscribe, and the share button. I would truly appreciate it. So if you're thinking about it, there are 24 hours in a day. Okay? If every hour were to equal $1, okay, 8 of them go to your sleep, and then you already put in another 8 to work. So you have $16 that you've already given your attention to things that you need. For example, you need rest for survival, you need money to support you. So that's why you work, that's why you sleep. So that means you have only 8 more dollars, okay, or hours to pour into other things. Now you have maybe $2 going to getting dressed and driving to places. So that only leaves you with $6. 6 hours. So if you go look at your screen time, if you are on a cellular device, if you're on a mobile device, you have 6 hours of free time a day. And I'm sure it's less than that if you are a mom, a dad, a parent, if you have way more responsibilities. But we're just going to use this for the purpose of this example. So you have $6 left and you're giving 5 of them to gossiping. You're giving 5 of those dollars to social media doom scrolling, specifically to know other people's business, not for motivation, not for research. Although sometimes the research trap it's not really research after you've been doing it and scrolling for a long period of time. Get what you need, get out. You've given 5 to 6 of your dollars, of your additional currency that you have, to someone else. Now you're broke. And you're broken. And you're probably feeling defeated. And you're probably feeling like, I don't have enough time to do X, Y, and Z. Stop. I myself am extremely guilty of having done this before. That's why I'm here, to let you know it's not worth it. Don't spend your dollars in places, your currency, aka your time, which are each hour is $1. Don't spend that in places with people who do not contribute to the improvement in the quality of your life. If you want to improve the quality of your life, you cannot continue giving your attention away for cheap dopamine, for knowing everything about everyone else, and never investing in yourself. So if you want to sabotage your 2026, you can end the video here. That's exactly how you're going to do it. You're going to stay in other people's business and you're not going to invest any of the time currency into yourself. If you are interested in improving the quality of your life, transforming yourself into the person you've always dreamed of, I'm going to show you exactly how to spend those extra $6 in your attention currency. And it has absolutely nothing to do with being radical in any way. What you're going to do, and the most important aspect of this all, you're going to choose yourself. You're going to stop choosing everyone else. You're going to choose yourself. And when you choose yourself, then you're going to focus on your vision. And I think the best way to focus on your vision is to know what it is you do not want, which is your anti-vision. That's what it's called online. What's your anti-vision? So once you prioritize yourself and you want to know what your vision is, you kind of create an anti-vision. Have you ever been asked like what you want for dinner and you don't know, in the moment someone brings up a cuisine or a type of food, you immediately know that's not what you want? Like, oh, what you want for dinner? I don't know. What about pizza? Oh no, I don't want that. Like, you immediately know what it is you don't want. That's the mindset that you're going to use for creating your anti-vision. So instead of focusing on what you want and knowing that you're multi-passionate and you want to do this, that, and the other, and the reason you haven't started is because this could get you money, but you're more passionate about that, and then you see someone else doing, so you think it's oversaturated, cut the noise. We're going to stop that. So in order for you to create your anti-vision, I say focus on 4 areas of your life. You can do more, you can do less. Health, your wellness, number 1. Your wealth, that could be money, that could be career, all of the things, all the ways that you make a living money-wise. And important relationships, so your friendships, your familiar relationships, your marriage, your romantic relationships, your relationship with your children, and the last one is your self, like your personal self, like you and only you. When I say self, I'm specifically referring to the things you want to improve about yourself or you disapprove about yourself. All right, so you're gonna write all that down, and then you're gonna go through each area and write a few things that you do not want in that area. So for health, you may no longer want to be obese. You may no longer want to have bad skin. You may no longer want to be pre-diabetic. Whatever the case is, you'll write it there. The thing with this activity is you have to have a strong emotion attached to it. Like, if this was to be true, if this were to be true in 5 years, it will make you repulse. Like, you would, that's when it works. That's when you know that's the thing that works. So you do that for every area of your life: health, wealth, relationships, and self. After you finish that, you can create your very specific anti-vision statement. That lets you know the exact things you shouldn't do. And so you'll create your habits and your actions that you take on a daily basis to make sure you do not end up there. You don't want to end up there. And the way to not end up there is to put your attention on the things that will contribute to you doing the opposite. Because your attention is what? Your greatest currency. It's simple. It's not really something that you have to like have a degree in physics and neuroscience to understand. Most of us need to just hear it over and over again. So now I am going to give it to you again. You need to put your attention on yourself. Know what you don't want with your anti-vision and create the habits and the inputs that are going to contribute to you not making that vision come true. And the way to create your habits is to just do one at a time. I think you should always start with the lowest hanging fruit on that tree. I call it a tree. The lowest hanging fruit that's free to start or low cost to start. You can start improving yourself today. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You don't have to order anything offline. Start with what is going to improve the quality of your life today. When you give yourself the currency and you pay into those habits with your time and your attention, not only are you consuming less of other people's business information, things that do not contribute to the improvement in the quality of your life, but you are leveling up yourself. And that's where you should start in January, February, March, April. It doesn't matter whenever you're seeing this video. It's always a good time to start turning your attention back to yourself and improving the quality of your life. Stop being so nosy. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know that X, Y, and Z got divorced. Is that your marriage? No. Why do you care so much? You don't need to know how young Billy doesn't know how to add at 8 years old. Maybe he have a learning disability, or maybe he has a strength in another area. It's none of your business. I need you to say this. I need you to embody this. It's none of my business, so I don't care. It's none of your business, so you shouldn't care. Only focus on you. And I think when people hear the saying, like, be the change you wish to see, we think we have to do something grand to change the world and to take certain steps to reach world peace. Because what I really want is world peace. You don't have to do that. You start with you. You are an individual world. We are billions of worlds that are coming together to create the reality that we live in. So we want to live in a world that is aligned with high vibrations, that's aligned with love and peace and true fulfillment, then we should be that for ourselves. We can't expect other people to be something that we ourselves are not. That would be hypocritical. Imagine you telling your child, oh, you can be anything in this world, and you yourself are not striving to do that. So if you are an individual world, that's how you can be the change you wish to see and not sabotage 2026. Put your attention on yourself. Your future self is hungry because you've been starving her. You've been giving her these like zero benefit foods, aka other people's business. It's time to stop. Pull it back, put the mirror in front of yourself, and do the work. Now, a lot of people are afraid of hard work. Some people think you gotta go 75 hard, you gotta do all this hard. No, the work starts now and it lasts forever. Not because you're like some type of healing project, but like you're just gonna stack habits and build momentum and compound the interests of yourself, which is where the wealth is. If you want true wealth, some people think it's in a bank account, but I think it's in the value and the contents of who you are and how you present yourself on a day-to-day basis. And one thing we need more in this one world is a whole bunch of high vibrational worlds. And I'm pretty sure you have the exact ability to reach the capacity that allows you to live a fulfilled life. The one that allows you to break out of your fears, your setbacks, your distractions, and step into your calling and to be awakened in a way that feeds your spirit and not someone else's ego. That was good. That was good. And so you need to take that potential energy that you have and turn it into kinetic energy. Stop being distracted. Take some action. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. That's all. Peace.
You're beautiful. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. I hope you know